Well, at the end of a punishing week, Tony Abbott has declared himself a good captain of the government team, even taking credit for the success of his ministers. And Treasurer Joe Hockey has warned his colleagues not to publicly criticise the Prime Minister or risk self-destruction.
The Prime Minister visits Bulla Dairy in Victoria at the end of a sour week. His leadership criticised by his colleagues, some giving him a use-by date of 6 months, unless he picks up his game.
Do you lead the government to the next election?
Absolutely.
Tony Abbott praising popular ministers and potential leaders Malcolm Turnbull and Julie Bishop.
I'm really thrilled that I have got such good, strong colleagues.
And taking some of the credit.
One of the reasons why so many members of the team are able to perform so well is because they've got a very good captain.
Frankly, the captain of the Titanic would look good standing next to Tony Abbott.
The captain now concedes his call to make Prince Philip a knight fails the pub test.
I'm sure if I went into the pub to talk about it, they'd say it was a stuff-up.
For some of his colleagues, it's verging on one stuff-up too many. The Treasurer is sounding a warning to Coalition MPs to keep their frustrations to themselves.
We do not want to become a carbon copy of a bad Labor government, the Rudd-Gillard-Rudd government. Regardless,
MPs will be watching closely as Queensland goes to the polls tomorrow. The Prime Minister's absence from the Sunshine State is telling. In the 25 days since the election was called, Tony Abbott's been to the Middle East, Sydney, Adelaide, the New South Wales South Coast, Canberra, Melbourne and Colac near Geelong. While he did go to Cairns for funerals, he hasn't set foot on the campaign trail.
Campbell Newman deserves to win. It was pretty obvious from the word go that he wanted to run his own race.
But if there's significant damage, fingers will be pointed at Tony Abbott.
Political reporter Kerry Yaxley joins us now from Canberra. And Kerry, are things expected to improve for Mr Abbott?
Well, Georgie, all week we've been hearing privately that coalition members are finding it increasingly difficult to defend the Prime Minister. And when Tony Abbott took credit for some of his ministers' successes today, that would have raised a few eyebrows to say the least. And with the Queensland election tomorrow, things could certainly get worse for the Prime Minister before they get better. He will deliver a major speech on Monday, which he hopes will act as a circuit breaker to take some of the focus away from leadership criticisms, the knighthood nightmare, and then redirect it to jobs and families. Georgie.
Kerry, thank you.